Hey, everybody, welcome to the Locker Room Podcast. This is Jason, and I wanted to talk to you about some of the things that I wish I had known when I was starting out in life. You know, when I was 18, starting fresh in the world. Number one is I wish I had known if I could go back and talk to 18-year-old Jason, I would say, listen, you need to set yourself up with a budget. Budgeting is very important. You need to know where your money is going. If you don't know where your money is going, you are literally shooting yourself in the foot because of the simple fact that you're being careless with your money. The second thing I would tell myself is that if you're going to get into debt, make it work for you. A lot of people get into debt and they just write it off, and then they get into more debt and even more debt until they're just drowning in debt. And that's how most Americans are. Listen, man, don't get into debt. If you're not gonna make it work for you, do not get into debt. Period. Don't. The third thing is invest. Invest your money. Don't rely on your 401k, but also don't go without having a 401k. I believe having a 401k is important, but also you need to invest your money that will help you get even more money. If I would have, when I was 18 in 2003, 2004, if I had invested in Apple or Amazon or Netflix or Facebook, there's a lot of companies that I could have invested in. And if I would have invested in those companies, I would be rich today. I would. And listen, if you're 18 right now, there's companies out there that you need to do your due diligent research on and invest in those companies. Don't have this attitude of FOMO, fear of missing out. Oh, well, I'm losing a little bit of money. What if this is it? Don't do that. That is a killer to a new investor, because I've seen stocks that have went down and then shot back up even more, and I have come to regret it. The fourth thing is have an emergency fund. There's so many times that I can really think that, man, I really needed that emergency fund. I really needed it. But I didn't have it. Why? Because of the simple fact that I was careless with my money. I wasn't paying attention to where my money was going. And that's the problem, is that if you're careless with your money, the only person you have to blame is yourself. And you're going to go through life wondering, well, where's my money going? Well, you're careless with it. You don't even know where it's going. Number 5 is quit the junk food. Listen, I know that junk food is tasty, but in the end, it's going to hurt you. It is. say McDonald's. McDonald's Big Mac, costs about maybe maybe more than that, but like maybe $4, $5. You think about it. Let's say you buy 5 Big Macs over a course of 5 days. That is what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's $25. That's $25 that you could have saved. That's $25 that you could have invested. Now, I want you to do this. Think about it. How much more are you buying that really you don't need? How much more junk food are you buying? How much more stuff that you're buying that you really don't need? You got to remember that this money is going to stuff that isn't really serving you in the short term and isn't really serving you in the long term. And sixthly, you got to look long term. And you got to look short term. Short term, I really want this nice car, and this car is going to cost me $10,000. How much a month do I need to save this up to get a new car? You should have enough money saved up to where you could easily replace your car. You could easily get your car fixed and out of the shop and still not be hurting. But yet most Americans, they don't even have $500 saved. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, then correct me on that. But most Americans probably don't even have more than $500 saved up. That's not enough. That's not enough for anything. And lastly, hold on. But you got to also look at long term. Long term, retirement. Listen, the retirement age is now 70. I'm pretty sure soon, in the next 20, 30 years, or 40 years, they're going to push it up to 80. Listen, nobody wants to retire at 70. Nobody wants to retire at 80. All right? Listen, a lot of you would probably like to retire at 50 or 40. And you know what? You can make that possible if you're smart with your money. Also, you want to have something that you could pass on to your kids. You don't want your kids to struggle in life like you've struggled in life. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, your kids will need to struggle because they'll need to learn about life. But they don't have to struggle through everything. And lastly, is if you have kids, you should teach them about money. I mean, you should teach them what you know. Hey, this is how what you should think of money. This is how you should treat your money. This is what you should do with your money. And have them practice it at a young age. Show them the importance of paying bills on time. Show them the importance of paying rent and saving money. Listen, it will help them in the long run. Listen, if you like this content and you want more of it, really would help this channel out. Subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content like this. Leave a comment, and until then, take care.